So today I'm going to be covering a Unity Gaming Services product called Authentication. I'm just using username and password, as you can see on the screen. This is a quick UI put together, nothing fancy. It's just 3 buttons that says create, sign in, and sign out. They do not, they aren't, we're not going to create the turning off and on the create and buttons and whatnot. We do have um, a, a chunk of code that will turn off the sign in box. So if you are already signed in, so if it's a returning user, but I don't know if that actually works here in the live game or scene, if it actually caches your stuff or not. But we'll find out. We will make the script for the username and password to sign in, create, and sign out. And I think that will be it. So let's jump in. First off, we will create a new empty, call it auth manager. You could put this anywhere in any of your items, but I like to keep it separate. A lot of people do. And I'm actually going to drag this over here. I created 2 scripts already. One was my template, so I'll be looking at that here. And we don't need that. Scroll up. How does that look? Okay, good. So first off, we're going to need a few items here. And it's called Unity. I'm like not centered on my keyboard. Unity services.core using Unity services dot authentication. I have to pronounce or say it out loud so I'm spelling it right. Using system at threading tasks. Using TM Pro. So I use Text Mesh Pro. You do not have to. This is just if you were to use it, you have to import it. And then we will be using some private. So we have to have serialized fields. And I don't know why it does that, because anyways, we first have a game object with the name of, we'll call it sign in display. And we're gonna set it to default. And then we're gonna copy this. This is going to be a TMP. Put field like so. And we're gonna call this user name input. Copy this. And then we're gonna, this will be password input. Copy this, and this will be error message text. And then this will be text mesh pro UGUI. So last we'll have a public. I could also put the serialized field display error duration. Okay. Now in the start, we'll be jumping from, let's just make the functions first. So we'll have a public async void create. And we'll have a string with the username input dot text. My bad. Got ahead of myself. String username text equals the username input dot text. And then another one for username, not username, password text. And that would be password input dot text. This is converting them into it's not technically a string, it's an input field. So I'm converting them into a string so I can pass them on later. And and then I got a little ahead of myself here. But anyways, we then have an async task. And it's going to be called sign up with. This can be named whatever. String is going to be username and another string password. All right. Maybe we want to try catch in here. And we're going to wait. Authentication service. I typed this wrong. My first try at this. Instance. And then pretty much sign up with username password async. And username word. We're gonna write a debug Sign up successful. And sure I'm not missing any semicolons. I don't want to throw, but I do want authentication exception, and that's going to be EX. And we're going to show. I don't have this built yet, but we can build it here in a second. But another catch. Oops. With request failed exception. We'll also call it EX. And same with the show error message ex.message. And this will be we'll be able to show this on the screen. Hey, I just realized it was on save. It was prettifying it, prettier it, prettifying. I don't know what it's called. Let us now make said show error message. So show error message. And we're going to pass the message on. Oh, my bad. All right. And then error text message dot text will equal message. And then error text message dot game dot game object set active. We're going to set it to true. And then we're going to invoke another function method. We're going to call it hide error message. So that 5F that I set up top will come into play here. Okay. Now we need to just make the error message hide error message. And set active. That's all we're doing there. All right, so this is all for the create. We then want to run this up here. We're going to pass in that username text and password text. All right, and start we're gonna await Unity. What is going on? Why is it not working? I have no idea what's going on there. Unity services. Then I'm going to also have a bool here, and is signed in, and it'll be authentication service is signed in, like so. I'm just grabbing to see if we are already signed in. If we are, we're going to shut down the sign in box. We're not going to show it. Is signed in. If it's true, we're going to sign in display dot set active. Okay. Now we're going to go back to Unity and try this out. Hopefully I did everything correctly. Nope. I have Oh, did I not make it into a... Oh. Perfect. All right. So we then will put this there. All right, so we need the input field for the username, the input field for the password, where the error message will be shown. And see, we have this here. We can change it if you wish. So that's all set. We only we still need to have this button we need to have this button wired up, and we're looking for create. Yep, that's what I saved it as. All right, hit play. So now we can type in here, and this error will display if you're not using a certain certain things, as one uppercase, one lowercase, one digit, one symbol. If you think that's too fast, that's where you can change the the error message duration. So we just created a user in the database now. No, we didn't. I lied. So we are going to call it, our password is going to be capital W GEORGIO 1 2 3 4 capital or exclamation mark. We're W Giorgio. Hey, we got a sign up successful down here. I don't have this being cleared or it doing anything. Is we're just doing the signing up for it. So if I now go back into it, I believe it doesn't cache it. So we'll see. Yeah, it doesn't cache it. So we're not signed in. And we can't sign in yet. We got to create that. We'll do that just now. Let's hop back over to here. And all right. So we are going to have another function up here. It's going to be asynchronous void sign in, like so. I'm just going to borrow this right here. And we have to recreate this, but some slight changes. So I'm, for the sake of time, I'm just going to borrow this. Okay. Now we're going to do sign in. Oops. With username and password. And this the only difference is in right here as well. And then we can change this to sign in successfully, or sign in successful. Excuse me. We still want to show any error messages if there is any, which we need to test this out. And then we need to await the sign in with username and password. And we're passing the username text and password text. Just like so. And that's all there is to the sign in. You're just changing the sign up. Oops. Oh, that's the function. just changing sign up to sign in on both of the function name and the method name being called down here. Is still requires a username and password. Nothing's different. All is the same. So we should be able to come back up here. Oh, missed it. Exclamation mark. Exclamation mark. Semicolon. All right, perfect. Now we should be able to sign in with the W Giorgio. I believe I had the W capitalized before. Capital W Gorgio. 1, 2, 3, 4, I think it was, exclamation mark. Oh, we didn't set it to sign in button. Sign in. Um, okay, let's try that again. Giorgio. So I actually would change this. I have it set as a name, so it always caps the first letter. So we get WG or Geo 1, 2, 3, 4 exclamation mark. Sign in. Hey, we are successfully signed in. But if we push the sign out, it wouldn't do anything. Let's do that quick. It's pretty simple. All right. We're going to have another. So this is one thing that I couldn't figure out why this method does not like to be asynchronous. But I still will do this. Out. And then we will still await sign out of game. You still need to make that. So, whoa. But the method must not allow asynchronous. Not really sure. Why did I have it? This one sign out of game. I don't know why I had this one not capped. Caps. In caps. Whatever. And then we'll do another try. Is authentication service that instance dot sign out. And we're setting it to true. debug log user really user is we can do this also if there is an error, but I'm not going to show this, but that is how you would program it to sign out with a sign out button. And then you just all have to make sure you're, yep, I knew this. Setting the button right here to sign out, and it'll sign everyone out, or you sign the user out. So this is how to create authentication using username and password. There are many other tutorials out there that you can look up to do third-party integration or anonymous integration, or not integration, just an anonymous user. But like I said, there's tutorials out there, but I did not see one on this. So this is why I did this. Hopefully you come out of this tutorial with something. If you have any questions or think I should do something differently, let me know in the comments, please. I read all my comments, so please do. And if you're not yet, please follow, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. It helps me out quite a bit. And also, I usually have links in the description. Those are all affiliate links or links to the documentation that I used to create this. So please use them as well. And till next time.